Hi everyone, welcome guys to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing some retouching. We're going to be retouching this beautiful young girl right here, and then making some few adjustments to the face, the hair, you know, just some few adjustments. As you can see, the makeup is not really the most perfect one we have. So it is our hope that we can use frequency separation to, you know, make some adjustments, and then use the powerful tool of Photoshop to you know make the image a lot more better than it is right now. Alright guys, so if you've not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and give me a thumbs up, all of those stuffs, and then hit the notification bell so when next I post a new video you get to know. Alright, so one of the first things we're going to do is to remove blemishes, right? So we're going to take care of some little blemishes on the face. As you can see, right over here, there's some, I don't really, I got this image from someone, and then I just felt maybe I should retouch it to, let's see how we can correct something. So I don't want to make this video very long, but firstly, I would like to duplicate this layer. So I'm going to hit my Ctrl J on the PC and Command J on the Mac. So Ctrl J to duplicate the layer. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take out some, I have some strands of hair, a strand of hair right here, and then some stuffs that are not really right, out of place in this image. So I'm going to take care of those stuffs. So I'm going to go to my patch tool. The shortcut is J for my patch tool. So you can click on J. So I'm going to right click to get my spot healing brush. So I'm going to zoom in so I can, not too much, just a bit. So I hit my Z key for zoom, and then you click and you drag towards the right to zoom in, and then you drag towards the left to zoom out. All right, so I'm going to hit J to go back to my spot healing brush tool. So I'm going to reduce the size. The left bracket key, you can reduce the size from there, or you right click, go to increase the size or decrease the size anyhow you want, but I prefer using shortcut because it makes your work a lot more faster. All right, so you have to practice, you have to learn how to use shortcuts. All right, so I'm going to start taking out some blemishes, as you know. So the spot hidden brush is an amazing tool to do just that. So some little blemishes. So I have this hair right here, so I'm just going to drag, and yeah, there you go. Just take it out completely. So I'm going to clean out some part. Now you might not get to clean all of the blemishes you have on the face, but at least some of the most visible ones you get to take them away. So I have this line here, so I'm going to take it out. All right, now this black stuff right here, I don't really like it. It's quite disturbing, so I'm going to click it and let's see if spot healing brush can do a job for us. All right, now the part I took out, you can actually do it using after you might have run your frequency separation, but I guess we could use the spot hidden brush to make some adjustments. Now beneath the eye, there are some little stuff that the makeup is not just I don't really know what happened, but the makeup artist it's fine, things happen like that. So I think we're good to go. So let's look at the before and then the after. Just some slight changes, all right, just some, nothing too much, just some little changes. So we're going to run our frequency separation. We're going to do our frequency separation. I use actions, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to run you through the process of creating your frequency separation, how I do it myself. So I'm going to hit Ctrl J again to duplicate this layer, and then I'm going to turn off the visibility. I'm going to double click on layer 1. I'm going to rename it low frequency. All right, the name doesn't matter really. The name doesn't really matter. You can use 1, you can use 2, you can use letters, anything at all. It's just for the sake of clarity and to really understand what each layer is meant for. So I'm going to go to filter, I'm going to go to noise, I'm going to use median. All right, so the radius I'm going to use for this image, I'm going to use the radius of 3. All right, I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to go to layer 1. I'm going to rename it high frequency. All right, so I'm going to turn on the visibility of that layer. I'm going to go to image, I'm going to go to apply image, and then my layer, I'm going to click on low frequency, and then I have my blending, change it to subtract. Then I have my scale on 2, my offset on 128, and then I'm going to click on OK. All right, so I'm going to go back to the blending mode on the layer panel, and then change it to linear light. All right, so I've done my frequency separation, right? But if you've watched my previous video, which I recommend you watch, there is a way I like working on my frequency separation. I don't like working on the layer itself. I like having a duplicate, and then I'm going to create a clipping max. All right, so I'm going to create a clipping max, and then I'm going to turn this back on to normal, change it back to normal for the high frequency. Now for the low frequency, I don't have to do anything. It's just for me to duplicate, and then I'm going to power clip, or that click create clipping max. All right, so hold my alt key and you click, or you right click and you select create clipping max. All right, after we've done this, I'm going to select all of the 4 layers. All right, so I'm going to click on the high frequency, then I'm going to go down to my low frequency. I'm going to hold my shift key, and then I'll click, then I'll press Ctrl G. All right, so I've grouped all of the 4 layers that has to do with my frequency separation. So I'm going to double click on my group 1 layer to rename it. I'm going to press FS, that's frequency separation. So the drop down menu right there, I'm going to click on it to reveal all of my layers in the group. And now this is the layer I'm going to be working on. I won't work on this layer. As a matter of fact, I'm going to lock this layer, because this is more like a backup layer for me. So if I in the future want to make some changes, I would just work, either delete my low frequency copy or make some few adjustments in it. All right, so this way you are retouching non-destructively, which is the best way for me to retouch. All right, so that being said, I'm going to start I'm going to start mixing with my mixer brush. So I'm going to use the shortcut B to go to my mixer brush. So as you all know, I use a wet of 11, load of 75, mix of 90, and flow of 100. I have clean the brush after each stroke. Yeah, so make sure that is checked, and then make sure you don't select this, which is load the brush after each stroke. We don't want that. All right, and then we have this. All right, so let's start mixing. I'm going to turn up my caps lock key rather. So I'm going to reduce the size of my brush to something about around this size, which is okay for me. So I'm going to start mixing. You already know the drill. All right, so your highlights, try to identify your highlights, your shadows, your midtones, and then mix accordingly. So to help with that, I think I'm going to create a black and white layer. That helps take the colors away. All right, so you won't have to be distracted by the colors. Rather, you work with different shades of grays and all of that. So I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to disable my high frequency so I can work on the color solely. So I'm going to start mixing. All right, just take your time to mix. All right, so I'm going to mix. So guys, I'll see you guys after some time, maybe when I'm done, you know, or to some extent. All right guys, so just follow along. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. All right, guys, welcome back, guys. And as you can see, we've really gone a whole lot. So let's look at the before, and then let's look at the after. All right, now, like I said, the makeup was not really right in the first place. So there was a whole lot of stuff I had to make sure it went well. So I'm just gonna clean the neck area. So I'm going to just speed it up a little bit. Then we'll see at the end, and then I would show you some other stuffs. All right. All right, welcome back, guys. Yeah, guys. As you can see, we've done some pretty good job, and maybe the hair. I would take care of this strands right here. I think I can just do that immediately. Let's see with my clone stamp tool. I'm going to zoom in right now. So I'll use S shortcut for my some clone stamp tool, and then I'm going to increase the size of the brush. So okay, what is going on right here? Now the reason why I have this little shade of color is because of I have it current layer and below, so I'm going to change it back to current layer. All right, because it's sampling all of the other layers which I don't want it. So I'm going to just select color layer. So I'm going to hold my alt key to sample on a clean plot. Then I'm going to start um, clicking that. Now you would notice that it's not really going. Now I would do that on my color layer. Now before I go any further, I would like to duplicate this layer. All right, this frequency layer, and then I'm going to power clip it. Now this one will be for my hair strands remover. All right, so maybe I made a mistake. I don't have to redo everything all over again. I just have to go back to this particular layer which I selected, and then make the adjustments there. That's a beautiful way to work, non-destructively, and it makes your life a whole lot easier. So I'm going to take care of all of these strands here. So you can do that. It's quite easy. Hold your alt key to sample on a clean layer, and then make sure your brush, the hardness of your brush is at 0%, and then you click, and then you start removing all of these extra strands that you don't want in your image. Sorry, I mistakenly pressed the Windows key. So I'm gonna just take it out, reduce the size a little bit, and then start working. Yeah. Okay. So all right. So I'm going to take care of this right here. You might have to reduce the size of the brush. I don't. It's all scattered right here. So I think the video has extended where I wanted to extend, but it's fine. All right, so if you've not subscribed, guys, make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, like this video, share this video with your friends, and then leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the video, and then how I can make it better. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If I still had time, I would have taken care of some of the hair strands here. Sorry for that. So I would have taken care of some of the hair strands here and all of that, but maybe I'll do that in another video, a separate video on this. I don't want it to be too long. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Till I meet you next time, stay blessed. Bye bye.